Good morning. Welcome to Async API community meeting. Łukasz is alone home today. Let me check if the live stream really started. So bear with me. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I can see I am there. I'm gonna watch the chat. So yeah, it's I think oh, Maciej joining. Oh, hello Maciej, thank you for being with me here. You're so kind. But anyway,
hello everyone.
Hello. But yeah, I think it's another, like it's a second meeting in a row in the morning that we do it Europe time morning, which is 8 a.m. UTC. I think it's a second time in a row where we really have almost no audience. So I would say let's give it a try for the third time in 2 weeks. No, in 2 weeks it's gonna be afternoon. Then in 4 weeks, if again not many people will be here, I guess we will start discussion about skipping this and always keep it in the afternoon. What do you think, Maciej?
Yeah, we can consider it.
Thank you for your approval. In the meantime, if at least someone is watching, oh, so Suvik is watching the live stream. Thank you, Suvik. So yeah, the good thing is though that it's going to be super quick. So I will just go through the agenda items. Let me share my screen. This one. And Matteo, can you look on the live stream chat, because I will now be, I'm sharing screen now, so I will not monitor.
Yeah, no problem.
Again, you're so nice, thank you.
For you, everything.
So there are 4 items I added. So basically, yeah, it's a community meeting, so I'm focusing just on the things important for the community, like things around the community that we do. But before, like, Maciej, you joined the meeting, so do you have any questions you'd like me to answer?
I will have one question about the mentorship program. So at the end, okay?
Oh, you have a question, actually. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting. Okay, so first things first, ambassador program. If you recall or not, a few months ago, we started this discussion about having a ambassador program started this year. In short, like we noticed there are many people out there talking about Async API on different conferences. We want to, yeah, make a constellation of people that want to preach about Async API. Basically group all the people under the under single program to also appreciate their work and highlight it to the community, to basically have a public list of ambassadors, give them something in return, and also encourage others to become the part of the group of people that share knowledge about Async API, because the community is growing super quick, and yeah, we basically need more and more people to share things about Async API. And I'd like to get your attention on this pull request. So the months of discussions, is it correct grammatically? Months of, like, anyway, last few months we had a discussion opened on a community repo, and now we have finally a pull request where we have all the rules described. We still have to, because there is some initial list of ambassadors we want to we want to suggest. So we will enrich this pull request with additional file that lists the ambassadors. And because it involves also, like, it's basically official Async API program, and it's some money is involved because we want to buy swags for ambassadors, it will require to go through the technical steering committee approval. But before that, like, and we're gonna ask them, I don't know, like it looks like it's pretty much fine, almost finalized. So I guess like 2, maybe 3 weeks. So if you want to influence the program before, go to this PR and share your feedback. Now, the conference, not much about it. The most important is that we have a dedicated meeting today at 4 p.m. UTC, where we will synchronize on things that we have or missing and who's doing what for the conference. Yeah, not much more to say. Swag Store, some time ago, we asked you for feedback, like what would you like to have in a Swag Store? So as you can see, the linked discussion is called Ambassador because the idea of Swag Store came in from the discussion about Ambassador program, to make it much easier to share things with the community and have like pretty nice offer for people. So if you're interested with the concept, like it's still not yet finalized, we need to calculate the costs and again put it on the voting for TSC. But in the meantime, you can already have a look if you, especially we are now in the process of discussing the swag pack for ambassadors and also the swag pack for conference presenters. So if you have an opinion, please join the discussion. And last but not least, mentorship. So there are 2 things about mentorship. The one is that, first of all, thank you, Mina. So Mina from Postman shared with me information that in September, there will be another pretty interesting event for open source contributors. There's a foundation that helps women and women of color to join open source and contribute to open source. And it's 1-day event. So it's like an open source hacking event where we just need three participants from our side, like 3 mentors. It's in the evening Europe time, but it's just 1 day, and anyway, it's just 3 people. So me, for example, I'd like to help, but first of all, please have a look on it. If you like it, share in the community meeting issue. What do you think about it? Because like this year, we wanted to participate in as many mentorship programs as possible to kind of get an idea how it is, like if we're able to handle so many events, to know what to do next years. So it's I think it's pretty interesting concept of 1-day event where we just have a lot of good first issues. So have a look. We have deadline until 20th of June, so next Monday, to submit our application to join the event. So still a few days. So yeah, just read about it. If you have experience with this Grace Hooper Foundation, please share. I know that there are some concerns about the past of the foundation, that the diversity that they promised to deliver was not really happening. So do the reading. And if you, like the most important, if you object, like if you think Async API should not be part of this event, yeah, please let us know the best in this issue. And yeah, last but not least, Async API mentorship. So last week, we published a decision what ideas got selected by a technical steering committee. Also last week, we had a selection of mentees performed, and there's just still one more idea that doesn't have a mentee. It's because mentor is out on holidays, and we don't want to, interfere with his holidays. So once Kuda is back and selects the mentee, and as far as I know, ACE plans to organize a kind of FAQ for people around the program. But yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Like, so we did not, basically, we did not yet officially start. But I mean, it doesn't block you from working on the ideas already, like with your mentors. And Maciej, you had questions about mentorship.
Yeah, but you partially answered to this because I want to ask about this timeline for our mentorship program. Yeah. So I guess that we will start in the next month. Yeah, at least.
No, I mean, not necessarily. So like we have 14th today, right? So I hope Kuda is back this week. And in his case, decision is pretty simple because in his idea, I think he had like 5 or 6 people volunteering.
Pretty simple.
I mean, simple in the way that he has like many volunteers to pick from. Maybe not simple to select, but yeah. Anyway, so, and then I don't know, like next week, might be like next week or in 2 weeks, we have this kickoff meeting, like FAQ meeting. So like ACE, if you're listening, might make sense to already schedule a FAQ for next week, I guess. Because like in case of our async API meetings, we have to schedule them, the meetings, at least week before, so it's properly communicated. So if we want to have an FAQ meeting next week, and then the week after we can kick off. But I think we can generalize saying that it starts in July.
Yeah. But to when? To September, like the GSOC, or
no? The idea was that we don't have such a
delay,
such a tight deadline. So like basically, in the end, we want to be as flexible as possible because like mentees have their stuff, mentors have their stuff as well. So it's super flexible and on mentor and mentee of a given idea. So what I mean, like basically the deadline, like the hard deadline is end of this year, and then it's up to the folks on a given issue if they want to do the hard work, like sprint and agile, and do it in just 4 weeks. Then do it and complete it in 4 weeks, 8 hours a day. But if you want to do it in 3 months, then do it like in 3 months. If you want to start in August or September, start in August or September. Like it really depends. Like the most important is to deliver this year, and how you do it. It's up to you. Like if mentee wants to really get mentorship on all the different levels of open source, like long discussions and other things like that, then do it. Like if you prefer as a mentee to get everything out of the box from mentor, some decisions, etc., then just do it this way.
Okay.
So yeah.
But we will have some requirement at the end to present that idea.
Yeah, definitely. So like we did last year, with Google season of Google summer of code, that the participants provided a recording of like a demo of what they did.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, that would be the best to get as well. Like basically presentation of what got delivered, what happened. It doesn't have to be a video, can be a article. But yeah, basically a public summary.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but it's like we're pretty like, for example, I'm not fan of reinventing the wheel. I think Google's Summer of Code it's an event that is out there for a few years already, and they improve it every year, and they have like guidelines for mentors and mentees on a pretty high level. And we should, like, that was the suggestion for the program for this year. Let's just take as many rules as possible from Google Google Summer of Docs. The only exception was the deadline, that we don't have this hard deadline on September.
Yeah.
But even they relaxed it this year. So last year it was just September, or end of August, as I think, last year. And then this year they made it like they provided 2 options, that you can end in September or you can end in November, I think.
Mm-hmm. You can extend the timeline.
Yeah.
To the November, to the end of the November. Yeah.
But yeah, like, we need to be flexible for mentees as well. Like they have their stuff, they have the university, so probably now during holidays they can focus more on this stuff. But yeah, it depends. Like,
yeah, sure.
Maybe somebody has some internship and have to do the mentor and mentee work after hours. We don't know. That's why it's up to mentors like you, me, Missy, or others. Like, what's the best way to work?
Yeah, sure. Okay, we have 2 questions in the chat in the YouTube. So the Suvik asked the same question as me about this timeline. And Akshat asked, how many tabs do you have opened in your browser?
Enough.
So you heard enough.
I mean, it's just like, keep in mind that it's just one window. You don't know how many windows I have opened. But if you're interested, like, so my setup is a laptop plus 2 separate screens. And I work this way that, like, I have one window with multiple tabs on one screen and another window with multiple tabs on the other screen.
Okay.
So I always do it this way. But I clean them up from time to time. They work for me, like, these tabs work for me like a list of to-do list. So there's a moment where once a week, I just go through the tabs and see, okay, that I completed this, or I should do this, or I close something that was open for 1 month because I realized, okay, that's I'm not gonna read this article, and I close it. Actually, I stopped opening articles because I learned I don't read them anymore.
I always clean these tabs when I cannot read the title of the page, when it's enough.
No, I didn't go that far. The problem is that I like Brave, so I now use Brave, and it's based on Chromium. So again, like, if you have so many tabs, sometimes my laptop really wants to fly away because of the memory consumption. So I'm not going that far that I cannot read what's in there, especially that I have like white screen. So, like, damn it, I would have to have like at least 60 tabs open. And now it's just.
Do you have also 25. The 4K, yes? Or the resolution between the Full HD and 4K? Because it also depends, yes, how many tabs you can have open.
Yeah, I have. Do you want to know what resolution I have? I have resolution fit to screen. That's what resolution I have.
Okay.
That's my knowledge about the resolution of the screen I have.
Okay.
Yeah. I choose to not flood my brain with info that is not relevant for my life.
The trash of knowledge. Yeah.
At least I think so. It's not relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, any other questions in the chat?
No, in the chat, no, in the YouTube. Maybe in the other. We only share in the YouTube or also other?
We share in others, but we clearly say that we only
no.
we only monitor live chat on Zoom.
No. So only in YouTube we have that these two questions.
Okay, cool. Anything else? No. We call it a day.
What?
Do we call it a day? Do we finish the call and
we can
finish like off, day off?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for joining, Maciej, and thanks for folks in the live stream for your questions. And yeah, like for example, Sovik, Akshat, feel free to go to this community meeting issue and comment like if you think that this morning edition should be cancelled and we should only have these community meetings in the Europe afternoon, so 4 p.m. UTC. Or maybe we should experiment and do.
Łukasz, we have
4 p.m.
Another question in YouTube from the Prash hand. Sorry if I spelled it incorrectly. What kind of question can we ask here related to Essence API?
Any, really any. Like it's a public meeting. So of course there are some agenda items that I usually put in to update the community about the things that happen in the community, what we're doing. But the one of the items in the agenda is Q&A, and it's not like it doesn't have any restrictions. So you can ask anything about Async API spec, Async API tools, whatever. And if we're just not able to answer live, we're just gonna tell you where to find answer or follow up with you. Okay. Does that answer your question? And we need to wait 10 seconds for the delay.
We can use the Swagger for Open API spec. Are these tools like that we can use for Essence API doc? No. So
you mean if you can use Swagger UI for Async API? That's your question? Or
yeah, I mean,
or if we have something similar for Async API?
No. No, I mean, probably they want to know if we have some similar tools in our organization, yes, that, for example, the Open API has from many, contributors. So yeah, at the moment we have many, we have the parser, we have also the generator, like Open API generator. Yeah, you cannot use the Swagger for Essence API and any tooling for that. Yeah, because we have the another syntax. So if you want to learn about more something more about our tooling, you can check our organization, and you have the list of our official tooling, yes, for us. Every template.
Yeah. On the website we have tooling site.
Yeah, exactly. Also on the website.
On the website, the main website, you're gonna find a link to Slack where you can join. We have a tooling channel in Slack where we regularly monitor. So if you ask some questions there, just feel free. But yeah, like Maciej said, like we have many similar tools that are needed for the spec. So parser, generator. We also have Async API React component for UI rendering, and it's even though it's called React component, it's
exactly the UI.
It's usable in any UI because we provide a standalone bundle there. We provide web component version of the component. Also, you can generate HTML through a pipeline. So we have all of that. So as you can see, it's pretty generic answer. You would have to go much deeper and with some specific question maybe. And again, 10 seconds of delay before our audio gets there. That's the disadvantage of the live stream, this delay. Does it answer your question? Do you have some more questions?
No. He thanks for answering.
And yeah, I just now opened. Yeah, so yeah, basically async APIs for WebSockets. Yeah. I recommend you go to async API blog. There are 3 articles I wrote about async API and WebSocket. So explore them as a learning a source for learning. And yeah, join Slack and ask questions there as well if you want, because these meetings that we have now, it's every 2 weeks. So you don't want to wait 2 weeks for another chance to get to ask questions. Okay. Any more questions? And let me wait 1 more minute for answers. Prashant is happy. That's good. And also, like, just remember, even though it's wishful thinking, but remember that here at Async API, we're always super interested with your use cases. Like, so when you write that you're documenting WebSockets for your clients, if you'd like to share more, like publicly discuss it, so others can learn from your experience, that would be amazing. Because in the community, many people come and ask like how things work, but not in theory, but they want to know how it works in practice, like how people actually implement this. Okay, no more questions. So again, like if you think we should keep this meeting, even though we're thinking that maybe morning versions should be canceled, then yeah, please go to this link. I just pasted in the live chat. Not this one. Oh, shit. I shared the link to John Travolta. Perfect. Another link. No, it's the same link. Again. Okay, so again, in live chat of YouTube, I just pasted a link to the issue where we have the agenda for this meeting. So yeah, if you share what you think about this meeting, having it at 8 a.m. UTC, if we should just keep a 4 p.m. UTC version, or keep it both, because I don't mind if we do it both. At the end, it's up to you. Okay, folks. Thank you again. Thank you, Maciej, for joining and helping out.
No problem. And
thanks to all of you for asking good questions. And hey, Samit, and bye, Samit. We're finishing now, unless you have some questions. And now again, waiting for delay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, my dog is already bored. Okay. I don't see anything coming in the chat. So arrivederci, hasta la vista. Na razie, trzymajcie się. See you in 2 weeks or today at the meeting about the conference. And there's a comment from Akshat. You are probably waiting for questions for the past 5 minutes. Oh yeah. Yes. Why not? Cheers.